Oh, what does that say? Go.
Premium account is required to create live broadcasts on their platform. Please update to a premium subscription on Twitter. You're on Twitter. Did you do Twitter or?
Yeah, it should be on X.
Oh, I thought you were doing TikTok.
I am.
Oh,
that's TikTok, and this is supposed to be X. But well, I guess for right now. Oh shit! Don't do that.
What? Oh shit!
I don't know. I don't know what's technical difficulties, people. Sorry, we're live. It's been a while for us. We're trying to remember how to do this. All right.
Ah, shit.
All right. Are we still? Yeah, we're still live.
Remember X?
Oh. We got the stuff here.
Tell me when this looks.
Oh, good. Good. Perfect. Got your chair. That's you right there. Turn it on so people can hear us.
Yeah, it'd be better they can hear.
Yeah.
We're going?
Yeah, we're live. We've been live for like a minute.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us again. It's been a while. Almost see up there. I hate that I can never see the comments.
I can't see it.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Been a while.
It has been. We've been on hiatus. Took a little summer break so we can enjoy some time with the.
It wasn't exactly a hiatus.
No, it wasn't really a hiatus, but
summer's a busy time. We do a lot of shows.
Yeah.
So when we do get a Saturday and we happen to be in here,
kind of want to go home.
Yeah.
So, let's see. News. Everybody knows about the Illinois assault weapon ban. 30-day stay from the judge. State put something in the other day. I think our resident expert. Oh crap!
Todd.
Yes.
Todd Vanderhyde.
Todd Vanderhyde.
Freedom
Steel. Check him out.
So thank you guys because all your support through Cold Dead Hands, the $5 donation for every bag certainly helped. It's a big victory for you guys for everything you guys did to buying that coffee. Certainly helped Todd push forward and makes these things happen. Everybody got on the same page and make a great argument. Obviously, they made the right argument. Judge found in the favor. If you saw 3-4 page dissertation, whatever he wrote about it. Of course, he had to do a stay, otherwise you generate an automatic appeal.
Correct.
We know the state was going to appeal anyways, no matter what. So,
and we're actually still waiting for Todd to, we want to do this kind of live with Todd here, so we can hand him the check. So it's a good size check we have for him to give to the group. So we nothing forgotten. We still have it. It's still generating money for it to still fight because it's still a long fight.
Yeah, still not over yet. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? They have to have decent grounds for that appeal.
Yeah.
We'll see if they find it.
And no matter which way it goes, the money goes there.
But this certainly always helps with every other case going on across the country, right? Every victory somewhere can be used as precedent in all those other cases.
Mm-hmm.
So keep up the fight. We'll keep going till we have our Second Amendment.
Yeah. And I'm wondering if, let's say that the next president comes in, we all know who that is, but he does that reciprocal carry. Is that going to affect anything with the gun ban? I don't know, because Illinois does not reciprocate to anybody else.
No.
So that would make it legal for anybody coming here with a concealed weapon to come to Illinois and not get prosecuted.
Reciprocity.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be great.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
See, that looks a little.
I have a big thumbprint on the camera.
No, maybe. I don't know. It looks a little. I'm not wearing glasses. I can't really tell. Does it look like we're clear?
Sure.
Yep.
It
works for us.
I can't tell if it's better with or without glasses. But it's better with. Yeah, it's clear.
So we're not going to make this too long. About 15 minutes. We started a little late. Actually, we were talking in the other room, and all of a sudden it's 1 o'clock, and we're like, "Oh crap!" and kind of shut everything down and get in here and start everything up because we had nothing ready.
No,
but now we do. So this is our first day back. Let's see what else is going on. Well, everybody, not everybody, but most people know what's going on with
social media
explosion.
Everybody's awesome about coming out and supporting.
Yes.
And showing the support. It's been absolutely fantastic.
So if you guys don't know the story, what happened was there was a group called Awake Illinois that got hold of these documents that was in a secret group of left-leaning people. We'll just call it that. Left-leaning? Yeah, we'll call it left-leaning. We won't call them communist or anything like that. Or that, we won't use that word. But they had documents of a list.
They're making a list of businesses that had any hint of conservatism as a list of businesses in the area not to patronize, not to go
to avoid. Right.
And they were sharing the list amongst the group, the secret list amongst the group. Someone in the group didn't like it, and as often happens in these kind of groups, and posted the list to social media. We shared the list, so I thought it was interesting that there's a list going around in our community that these are businesses you shouldn't patronize. What's crazy is
within the Fox Valley area.
Right. Even one of them was a charity that one of our friends owns an automotive shop starts, and Jesus Christ, they provide warm clothes for people in need at Christmas time every year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said
Big Hearts.
Yeah, they
said
Fox,
Big Hearts of St. Charles.
Yeah, you said you shouldn't take part in anything to do with that charity because the owner of the automotive shop is conservative.
Yeah.
How ignorant.
Yeah, and so the list just had a lot of names on there, and I decided we should share it, and we did. And even though we, it was denied by the Fourth Ward alder person, because you can't say alderman, you can say alder person or alder woman. That she was the administrator, right?
Of the group.
Of the group.
Yeah.
Now there might have been other people in that group.
I support everybody's right to make whatever list you want. Shop where you want to shop. You can do that. That's absolutely fine. I'll stand right next to that person and fight for their right to be able to do that. But when you're in a position of government and you have the ability to weaponize the government against businesses in your town, then that's a different story. If you're part of that, you're part of that.
And it wasn't a public list. It was a private.
That's the thing that blows my mind.
Do not share with anybody else. Blah blah blah.
If you have no qualms making it in private, you should be more than happy to share it in public.
Yeah, and you know what? That goes for any group. I don't care if you're conservative or liberal. If you got these lists, you know what? Don't. It's as easy as that.
But just don't make a list in private that you wouldn't be more than happy to share in public. If you feel like you're doing it as a service for your members, so they know who they should spend their money with, people that are aligned politically, then you should have no shame in putting it out there publicly.
Yeah.
The only reason you keep it secret is because there's some shame or embarrassment to making the list. Why would you make such a list if that's how you feel about it? Publish it. Help other people, other like-minded people like yourself, avoid spending their money in places where they rather not. That's fine. But if you make it a secret list, then that says you have. It makes it appear that you have other motives, and it makes it a list of intolerance, ignorance, and hate.
Yep.
Rather than a public service. So, like I said, I will fight for anybody who I'll stand right next to them and protest for their right to be able to do such things.
Freedom of speech.
Right, you have to protect speech you don't like to make sure that yours is free.
Yep.
That's always thing. Protect the most unpopular speech, that everybody gets free speech.
Yeah, when you put it out there as, a secret list of business, just put it out there.
Right. It says
if you stand behind it, put it out there.
It just makes it seem as if you're doing something else with that list other than informing members.
Yeah. And you know what? And I always wonder how many other people in that group belong to public officials that are in that group.
Sure,
right.
If you have the ability to affect the businesses by weaponizing the government against
you should
them,
resign.
Right. But if you look at, I won't help this person with their business because they don't agree with me politically. I won't help this person with their problem because they don't agree with me politically. That's just spreading hate, which I'm not about hate or intolerance.
Right.
We don't ask anybody who they vote for when they come to buy our coffee, drink our coffee.
Nope.
And if you're on the other side, more than happy to have a conversation. Always open, super open mind about it. We don't do hostility or anything like that.
Nope. No, and you know what? We always act in kind. We don't. We have. I don't know who comes in here.
We act kindly.
We act kindly. Yes, we do. And no matter who you are, you want to come in here. It's coffee. Come in and get coffee. If you want to talk political, we'll talk political. We'll do it in the nicest way, but you won't hear us yell about it, arguing, screaming. No,
that's just
no, that's just
more just spreading more ignorance and more hate.
We won't say that. Oh, this side is better than that side. You know what? No, that's just the way. You know, he voted. I never asked him who he voted for. He doesn't ask me who I voted for, but we know who we voted for. So
right, Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan. It was Reagan.
Is that not who's? Is that who was up for election?
Well, Nancy, I'll look into that.
Reagan. I voted for Reagan because Carter was killing the economy.
Yeah, Carter was.
That was Jimmy Carter that's in the White House now. Right? It feels like it.
Close, but I will say, if you kind of look at what Biden did, I bet you he did probably vote for Trump. Him and his wife, just that smile, just the way they didn't like Harris. I'm just saying, speculating. You know, this is all speculation. But what do I know? You know.
Oh, I think though, the shame is overall the country. I think Lincoln said it best, man. A country divided cannot stand.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that adds to the divisiveness, it just gets us nowhere. There's too much going on in the world now that we need to unify to go deal with.
Yeah.
And I think creating more divisiveness here is just a distraction from things that need to get done.
You know, every 4 years we have an election. One side wins, the other side loses. Another 4 years, the other side be able to put in whatever candidate they want. You don't have to worry about Trump because he won't be able to run. And I know most of you people on the left side are thinking that he's going to run again. No, he's not going to run.
There's measures in place to protect that. Nobody else in America would agree with that. Even people who voted for him wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah, and really, that's the way it should be. There should be term limits in Congress and in the Senate, because those people who are in there for way too long, both sides who are in there way too long, should not be in there that long, because it was meant to be a rotation of people that comes from your area to represent you. Those who stay in power too long get corrupted.
The whole point is the government works for us.
Right.
They're not the government. They're not our boss. They're not our mommy or daddy. They're not there to tell us what to do. They're there to help keep order and get to a point where everybody in the country can agree on a minimum level of standard to keep everybody safe and comfortable. Right. That's all they're there to do, is set standard guidelines. We're not always going to agree on those, and we'll argue about them forever unless you sit down together and say, okay, here's the minimum that we could all agree to, where my freedom's not trampled on, you're not taking advantage of me, I'm not overstepping on you. That's all the government's supposed to do, is just put that in line. That's why we designed the government ourselves, by the people, for the people. It's not to tell the people or to control the people. Yep. It's to have, so that we could mutually come together on a set standard of rules that we'll all follow, so that everybody has their freedoms preserved.
Right, because when the government controls the people, that is a dictatorship.
Yeah, it's the whole point.
That's democracy. It really is. Seriously, in all things, democracy leads to dictatorship. That's why we are a constitutional republic. We're not a democracy. We're a constitutional republic.
People get confused.
Yes, they do.
They think, oh, democracy, I'll take my right. My right to vote. But no. Listen, the less control there is at any government level, the less danger you have of fascism, socialism, or communism.
Right. Government's gotten way too big, way too many 3-letter alphabets in the soup that needs to be dumped.
When you have 17 legislative branches instead of one, like we all agreed to.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that all 3-letter groups become their own legislative branch. I'm glad they put some measures in place to stop that now.
Yeah.
It's absolutely insane and ridiculous. You can't. The government got out of check. That's what happened. Yeah, because we were so busy fighting amongst each other, forgot to keep an eye on the ball and hold that accountable.
I think the government been becoming bigger and bigger throughout every administration since probably, let's say, the early 1900s. Probably kept on growing and growing. Right? They kept on, adding more stuff. This is what
happens when the people can't agree.
Right.
That's what happens. You get a government that gets out of control because people get frustrated, and so they'd say, "Government, stop them! Government, stop them!" So then what happens is you start pushing laws through. start pushing laws through that are based on money and dollars rather than common sense. And so what the government has to do, your constituents have no choice but to bow to you because they want to stay there and push through ridiculousness and laws that we don't really need, just we can't agree.
Right.
And what happens is you're inundated with so much information by a media who's no longer a news media, they're just propagandists. And so what happens is they generate slants on both sides, and they create more divisiveness. Every day they advertise to try to create more because that's how they generate money. Separate the people. Here's a reason for you to hate the other side. Here's a reason for you to hate the other side. It's what they generate every day. And if you fall for it, what happens is you have to have a larger government because there's chaos.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to read in between the lines, of what somebody puts out information. Don't go to one source. If you just do one source, your mind.
I always watch 4 or 5 channels, especially like during the election time. It's amazing. I like to go flip through the channels because you see the difference in the reporting. It's so gross. It's disgusting when they say, "Oh, it's 190 to 25." 2 channels down, it's 110 to 95. 2 more channels down, it's the opposite is true. Yeah. 2 another channel away, there's no chance for this candidate. It's already over. It's the complete opposite. So they're propagandists who put out information that helps them gain sponsors. You're saying, "Oh, I'll listen to you because you're saying what I like. You're saying what I agree with." That's the. If you only listen to people who agree with you all the time, you will only know less than half the story.
Yep. Because all you're going to do is believe that one story.
Right. And if you make your decisions based on half the evidence, you'll always make uninformed decisions.
That's why it's always good to listen to other people's opinions. Yeah. Talk to them. If you can't talk to each other, then it's pretty sad. Even if 2 people who have 2 different political views who work side by side cannot talk to each other, it's pretty sad.
Right. The funny thing is, that's why bars always no religion, no politics, because nobody's right and nobody's wrong. And there's nothing to prove that one's right or wrong. So it's an argument that never ends. You can see there's been holy wars have been going on for thousands of years that will never be settled because it's about belief rather than facts and evidence, but you can never settle. So there's no resolution to that argument, unfortunately. But imagine if you sat in court and only one side was allowed to present evidence and present an argument. And that was your trial. You had to go to trial and only the other side was allowed to present evidence. You'd be convicted all the time. Or if only the defense was allowed to present evidence, everybody would get to go free. Someone shouldn't. So you got to get the whole story. Hopefully people out there are willing to listen to the other side, but listen intently. I don't know. Great thing I learned from a therapist was be curious. When someone says something, their intention is not always evil. Be curious. Ask questions. Give me some more insight. Why do you feel that way? How do you believe about that? There's things I've changed my mind on, and I've actually listened to somebody and been willing to open it. Like I can only see from my angle. I was open and more than happy to listen to him without arguing. I wasn't jumping, waiting for a response to battle. Just listened. And I learned stuff. And sometimes I've changed my view on stuff.
Yeah, because throughout our whole lives, right? You learn. If you stop learning, you're not going to learn anything, right? There's a time. Every day should be learning something new, and even if it's from one side to the other, we can all get along. We can all show each other, passing by, say, "Have a good day. How you doing today?" Just not being ignored.
There's no reason to ever be anything but project any will towards anybody because their political beliefs are different than yours. That's the craziest thing ever.
Right. Because how you showing
a person's more than their political beliefs, more than their entire identity. Just because they may have a different view because they've had different experiences and seen different things. So rather than just hate on that person, be curious. Why does that person feel that way? Why do they think that way? Yeah. There might be some different reasons. There's some different experiences. Learn about it.
Open dialogue.
Yeah.
Open dialogue.
I never understand the screaming and yelling.
No.
I never get that. Like, no, do you think anybody listens to you when you start screaming in their face? That's everybody automatically shuts off and nothing is accomplished.
And especially the biggest turnoff for me is profanity. I mean, I can swear just as good as anybody else, but if I just keep hearing word after word that's profanity, you're just like, oh my God, dude, just
If you're just
shut up.
swearing and screaming,
Yeah, you're not getting your point across.
You're making no points.
Nope.
And nobody's gonna listen to you. And what do you think? I'm gonna convert to your side so I can be like you, so I can go scream and yell at people. That's the only way my message gets across. It's not a very good message.
No.
If you have to scream it, the best messages I ever got in my life were pretty told to me matter of factly in a very calm thing. Can you imagine if you got in the airplane and the stewardess had to scream at you to put your seatbelt on, and that was every airplane thing? You'd be like, I'm not listening to her instructions.
Yeah.
So every time everybody's taught me to do anything, they taught it in a very calm, peaceful, easy manner. No one's ever screamed at me. Can you imagine going to school and teachers just screamed at you the whole time? 2 + 2 is 4. You still today wouldn't know what it is.
Unlike basic training for most of us, screaming was a norm for us, right? But that was a different type of teaching.
No, that basic training has to be that way because the first thing to do is shock your system.
Right. We have to be
because they got you at 18. Right.
Well, they got me at 27.
27, whatever.
They got me at 27.
But generally, the military gets you at 18. In their belief, you've been taught 18 years of the wrong stuff. So now they got to shock your system to break that training.
Yeah.
And being just following orders is not a normal thing you've learned as a human. Right. So now I got to teach you to follow orders, and that's the best thing for you.
Right.
That's a mindset to break. It's a hell of 18 years of teach you a different way to do things.
See that person over there? He's trying to kill you with his gun. You need to get over there, take out that bunker, and kill the enemy.
Plus, if you've never killed anybody, I have to teach you at 18 that it's okay now. You have permission to kill people. You've been taught your whole life not to kill, not to hurt, not to. Now I have to teach you to teach you when you can. That's a crazy change in some ways. That's a massive change.
Yeah.
In the military, you don't get a choice. I guess you could be a conscientious objector if you want.
They usually kick you out for that one.
Right. But if you're going in, that's the job they need done. Unfortunately, it's not a glorious job, but it's a job that somebody has to do, no matter how dirty or how bad it gets. Somebody has to do that job.
And not every job in the military is all killing, right? That's usually your combat arm stuff. There's guys and gals behind the scenes. There's people on computers. There's clerks. There's mechanics. There's non-combative roles. There's a lot of them.
A part of that training is get rid of all your personal bullshit and just do the job.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless if you like the guy standing right next to you or not, just do the job. Teach you how to put all that shit aside in the situations that you end up most in the military. Everything is urgent. It needs to be done now. We don't have time for bullshit. We don't have time for you to tell me you don't like Jim. You don't want to change tires next to him. Don't tell me you don't like Jim. You don't want to carry sandbags with him. God damn it, just get the job done. That's part of what the basic training is. Get you past that you can overcome and deal with anything that can be thrown at you.
Yeah. There's only one color in the military. It's green. Doesn't matter if you're black, white, Hispanic, green, purple. Well, green, not green, but purple, whatever. Green is the only color. and you know what? And you'll see, military guys and gals and veterans all poking fun at each other, calling each other names, but that's the way we show love. Let's see. Well, let's get some this. If you're in the area, we got the turkey raffle tonight at the American Legion Post 75. That starts at 4. Great time, really fun. Brian will be out in
Ottawa. The first Friday, Saturday, Sunday after Thanksgiving. Yep. I give up my holiday with my family so I could help bring you guys coffee. But it's the Kris Kringle event. Goes on for 4 weeks in a row down there. Yeah. Every Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's a great show. We set up in the town. We're in a hut down there. The town's decorated beautifully. A whole bunch of people come out from all over the place. If you want to do your Christmas shopping, what a great place to come and knock it all out in one day to find really unique stuff. Plus, you're helping support local businesses. So it's pretty awesome. You're helping support a local community, which is really awesome. But it's long days out there. So a lot of people, this is their full-time, their part-time job, whatever. They do it to get the ends to meet together. We do it to generate a whole bunch of donations for our causes. So come out and help support. It's a lot of fun. Ottawa's beautiful downtown. Yeah. They do a great job setting it up.
They do.
It's pretty amazing. If you love great food, I don't know how, I don't know why, but Ottawa has more great restaurants per block than about any city in the area we've been to. I don't know why Ottawa became a hotspot for it, but there's amazing steak places there. One of the restaurants we give coffee to here, Bash, burgers and sushi. I think that was their first location was Ottawa.
First
I don't know.
location.
They have one more here in downtown Geneva, which is awesome. You should go visit them.
Mhm.
I don't know why Ottawa was the choice, but man, it's amazing. Like that's and then right across the street's a really amazing steakhouse that has super thick porterhouses and filet mignon. It's amazing.
What was that rabbit? Oh, I know.
That was so good. The one appetizer. That was amazing. But and then up the street, there's another great steakhouse. Like right outside of town, there's an amazing steakhouse we went to last year. There's one of the best pizza places in Illinois right there in downtown.
Yeah.
I don't understand how there's so many great restaurants right there. It makes me mad that where I live here is much more populous. There's more chain and horrible things, right? It's still the good old independent restaurant. I think that's it's more of the independent great restaurants where the people really care and they're emotionally invested rather than the chains where they don't give a shit anymore. All the ones that are up here by us that were the great independent ones are gone.
They're not processed. No, it's sort of a bunch of processed.
They're not all gone, but right.
There's
Craft Urbans here, Ashes here, certainly.
Yeah.
Some other great ones too, but there's not as many as there used to be. The chains have moved in and destroyed quality and service and
support your local businesses, as we can say that, right? We support your local businesses, small businesses.
All of them. I don't give a damn what give a damn what sign they have in their front yard.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things me and my wife love to do. We do date night, right, every week. So one thing that we do is we go find all the local restaurants. So we've been doing a tour, like, so we've gotten through almost all of Algonquin, most of Crystal Lake, Cary. So we do all like towns by Elgin. We've done a bunch. So we will look for local restaurants. And the one thing we always do, whenever it's great, we always go on Yelp and do a 5-star review. I go on Google. I'm now, I don't know, qualified reviewer, whatever they call it, because I put in so many reviews up now. So I always want to help those local businesses.
Oh, so you're the one who gave us the bad review here.
Probably.
But
I always go through just to help them. Go help. I never asked them before we go in, who did you vote for? I don't give a damn. They're out there trying to provide for their families. They're trying to provide good service, good quality. As long as they do that, I don't care what their political leanings are.
Yeah.
I won't support if they support hate groups. I don't believe in that. But I support their right to be a part of that group, and voice their opinion, but I don't support that. So other than that, I don't care what their political leaning is. It's people with a family, with kids to support, trying to make it out there in the world and trying to provide a great product and a great service, and I can stand behind that. Whoever you meet, please just be kind. If you don't like somebody, kill them with kindness. It's the best
way to do it.
It's the best weapon in the whole world to kill somebody with kindness. Because even if they're hard-headed, you might open them up just a little bit.
Yeah, and you'd be a better person for it.
Yeah,
you don't have to show you have, they have to go low. You just go high.
Build a bridge rather than digging a ditch.
Yeah. So anybody's welcome here. It's a safe space. Everybody carries guns, so you're super safe.
The more ditches you have, the closer you are to building a battlefield.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I like that one. That is good.
Right. Every time you dig a ditch, you're just that much closer to building a trench.
Yeah.
Build a bridge. Bridge.
And then build some foxholes. They're not fun.
The people have to come across your bridge, but it's there. Someday they might wander accidentally across. But if you dig a ditch, they're never going to get there. Simple.
I use like my ditches with a little Constantine wire, a big wall. That's for home defense.
Right. That's why, build a bridge. You can, even if they decide, if they want to blow up your bridge, so what? So what?
You build another one.
Their opinion is you're an awful evil person. If you build a bridge, it's kind of hard to call you an awful evil person. But if you just smack back at them, threaten, argue, scream, yell, cuss, then you prove them right. That's what they want. You
build a bridge, they will come.
Maybe. They don't have to.
Who knows?
But the bridge is there. A bridge is always more useful than a ditch.
Yeah.
That's it. It's easy. Hope you guys have a great holiday. Go spend some time with your families. Thank you guys for all the support this year. I'm always just blown away. Every time we talk about this when we started, never imagined we'd get to the levels of donations we get to every year. When it's $20,000, like that was never, I always wanted to be like 100 million, but I never thought we'd get there as quick as we did. It's not us, it's you guys. You guys behind the coffee generate all those donations. It's a miracle, the impact that it has. It almost hurts when somebody's so thankful for a $1,500 check or a $2,500 check, and overwhelmed. They can't tell you how much it means to them, and you think, God, I can't believe it has this much impact. It's so. I always feel like it's not enough, right? I always feel like we never give enough. I always want it to be more, but they're always so grateful, gracious, and thankful. It's amazing how even the littlest bit has a big impact. Just remember that every little thing you do can have a bigger impact than what you think.
Yep, that's true. Are we here next weekend?
We're here next weekend.
We're here next week. We'll have to do another one.
Jump in, join us.
I mean, I know most of you are probably surprised, like, holy crap, these guys are back on.
Ooh, if you guys are looking for gifts, be quick about it though. We have some of our whiskey infused coffees we made. Did a apple pie, which just smelling alone is amazing. There's mango habanero whiskey, which was way different than what I thought it would be. It was a huge hit down in at the Burgoo Fest in LaSalle. Like everybody, oh, it's gonna be hot. Nope, taste it. The kick it has makes it so good. Jalapeno honey, and there's still pumpkin pie.
There's an apple whiskey.
Apple whiskey. There's a pumpkin pie whiskey, right?
And we got the smoke.
Ooh, I always forget about
Pop smoke.
Pop smoke. So there's the regular one. There's the bourbon infused one.
Yep. We got the two different pop smokes.
If you've ever had a smoked drink, smoked bourbon, so good. It brings a whole nother level of flavor to it.
And you can order those online too.
Yeah,
you can order those online.
But go quick because they will be gone. We're not gonna have time to make more. Probably because we'll be busy. We'll be gone every weekend.
Yeah.
So it gets just like you guys get busy. We get busy this time of year, and so it's a mad rush till now. This year, we go all the way to the weekend just before Christmas down in Ottawa.
Yeah.
Usually we get like another week in between, but we don't get that this year. So it's a mad dash. Plus, get all the Christmas stuff done. We have to get done. Plus, do all our family stuff. Plus, get.
And there will be somebody here. Me and Brian are down there in Ottawa working. There will be somebody here at the shop on Fridays and Saturdays, covering the shop.
Just call us if you need something. Message us on. Me and him both try to take turns, make sure we get to every message. Sometimes it's crazy, it's overwhelming. But sometimes, usually when I'm laying in bed with nothing to do at night, like 11 o'clock, I start going back through anything. I see if there's anything I missed during the day, and be like, I'll knock out 10 or 20.
Yeah.
So, or call. Their numbers on there. Call. Say
most of the time it's one of us two answering messages. We don't have.
So I said that's why I lay in bed at night. So like try to get into all in case I missed anything. The days are busy. We're working our jobs just like you guys are. So by the time we get done with family stuff, it's I've happened to miss. Sorry. I try to every time it pops up, if it's something important, I try to get to it right away, or I call Sal and say, hey, help this person out.
Yeah. And you know how it is with emails. Also, you got this top one, and also it's down 30 below, and you're like, wasn't there something I was looking for? And you get to the next one, and then it rolls.
If we don't respond right away, just hit us again.
Yeah.
Don't be shy about it. We miss
email, call.
It's amazing how many messages can come in, especially like all this stuff that's been going on the last week here too. There's so many messages. It's you just get buried. 70 at once. Someone puts up another post, man. There's 100 in there in an instant.
Yeah.
It goes so quick. You try to keep up with it. It's just two of us, man. We're rowing the boat.
Sometimes the one
paddle's going
the
other
one is going around. So
so we this is a rowboat, man. I wish it was a high-speed jet, but we're getting there. But it's a rowboat.
Yeah. We row your boat gently downstream.
Sometimes we're rowing the same direction. Sometimes we're rowing two opposite directions.
That's right. I'm going left and he's going right, and we can't.
Because we're both convinced the shore is the other way.
Because we don't have the compass.
Right. Every once in a while, I gotta be curious.
We lost it in the water.
Why are you rowing that way? Why are you rowing that way?
All right, guys. Hey, thanks for joining us. It was great to be back on.
Come see us next
weekend.
Come see us
next weekend here.
See us in a couple weeks out in Ottawa.
Don't forget,
get online. GBC 10 always for your 10% off. What else do we have to go on? I don't know. Go get your stuff. You want everything shipped out too. We try to ship it as soon as we get the order. Within the next 24 hours, we ship out.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, crunch time is coming. So your Christmas stuff, it will keep. If you order it now and get it, it will keep. We seal up the bags before we send them to you. It will keep. If you want ground, we can make it ground. We have K-cups in case you don't need. But order it now.
Espresso, course.
Yeah, because unfortunately, like sometimes beans are tough to get, man, and we never know what Ottawa is going to be. Sometimes it's insanely busy, and it just goes quick. So I don't want anybody to be disappointed for Christmas. Start putting your orders in. It'll be absolutely fresh all the way past Christmas, or whatever holiday you're celebrating.
That's true. That's true. All right. Thanks, everybody, for
Thanks,
joining
guys.
us.
Have a great week.
Have a great week. Remember to be safe out there.